progress as a player. I mean, just look at Syrup. He's in winner semis right now, playing against the big dogs right now.
Yeah,
A
and
little
speaking of big
14,
dogs, huh?
yeah,
We're not even
14-year-old
seeing
kid.
Link.
Wait, we're not seeing Link. Yeah, we're gonna see the Sephiroth come out, which I've been able to play Delta's Sephiroth in a few friendlies, and it does have the sauce, but compared to his Link, I'm not sure I like the pick here.
Well, so here's the deal, right? I guess there's probably some kind of discomfort in the matchup that Delta probably has because Ness is like, if you have a problem with Ness, it can be a big problem. There's just a lot of ways that Ness can dismantle you on the other end of the controls. But the thing about like Sephiroth is he just has like this whole different game plan, especially from Link. So maybe there's something here that Delta Force just feels a lot more confident in than he does Link, but I guess all you could do is try it out game one.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta test the waters, and in this case, so far holding its own right now. Delta Force looking pretty good to start off, but as I say that, the up air will seal the stock. A beautiful stock taken away by Syrup. Beautiful way to just catch your opponent off guard, because sometimes when you're Ness, an up air, you want to catch your opponent in the air. In this case, he caught him in the ground, so that was a good mix-up right there from Syrup, sealing the stock and having a good lead to start off this game one.
Yeah, man, as long as you're catching, not dropping the ball, that's all you need, so we're going to have to see what Delta Force's Sephiroth has in store to sort of bridge this gap here. I mean, it's not too big yet, but you know how Ness mounts up damage.
Yeah, and if you're playing against any Ness, you just want to make sure they're not playing their game, that they're not maintaining center stage, that you're not letting them set up the way you want them to. The edge guard was right there, but he just barely missed it out, and letting a Ness live to 161. Same issue as last set with Sensei, allowing Unknown to live for so long with Sheikah. You do not want to let these characters live for this long. Give them all this rage, give them all this more power to build up with their arsenal. And now right now, Delta Force in the bad positioning. We're going to use the up B to get him back off stage, get him back on stage. No punish right there. And nice recovery right there from Syrup, just avoiding all unnecessary positions to get put in disadvantage. And now 110%, one grab will definitely seal the stock. Oh, but just gonna hold on to shield, not even gonna test the waters, as the fair will feel the stock. Delta Force down, but definitely not out. And with a character like Sephiroth, you can never just count him out of the game. He can steal the stock at 0% if he wanted to.
Yeah, especially with the one wing. I mean, he got 3 jumps. Ness is exploitable enough off stage, despite being a little bit scary all the same. So there's a little bit of room to work here here, but we'll see if Syrup really gives Delta the chance here, because narrowly taking him out, even with dash attack, I feel like anything here now is just gonna take the second stock.
Yep, that back throw will definitely seal the stock, and still at 0%. Good way to start off for Syrup, just looking really dominant and tagging on a little bit extra damage, 38%, and then some. Oh my god, you are one crazy player.
Yeah, so I do have a feeling we'll probably see Link, barring, no miracles happen, and we are not going to see said miracle. So yeah, that a learning experience, though, right? I'm pretty sure, Delta's a pretty smart guy. So I would imagine even games like that where things just go bad, you take your notes from that, you get what you need to from it, and you come out and maybe there's something there now with Link that we'll even realize. I don't really know how many times Delta Force has played Syrup, if at all, so could be something like that going on.
Yeah, these two may be familiar to each other. I mean, if Delta did pull out Sephiroth, it was for a reason. He probably has an encounter with him and it didn't go well the first time, but one thing's for sure, what you take from game one, you just bring into game two. He definitely learned a few things, maybe some things that Syrup did. That up B was pretty weird. And
that must have been, I have a feeling that was probably a misinput, but it didn't really cost much. So thankfully for that, because especially when you're in the air above Ness, like things just happen quickly, but actually we're going to be seeing that a little bit right now.
Yep, right now 60% tacked on, and Syrup just showing no signs of stopping, just putting on the pressure, putting on all this damage, and not allowing Delta Force to do anything whatsoever. But now Delta Force looking really clean, just having Ness at the corner. And with Ness, it's just kind of like those positions where you don't want Ness to be at the corner for too long, you don't want him to set up too much, but if you're able to pressure him and just keep him just at the corner and just be able to play your game specifically, it can go in your favor. And right now you're seeing Delta Force putting on all the pressure and not allowing Syrup to get back on stage whatsoever.
Yeah, and there we go. Some, much more manageable ledge play when it comes to, well, I say this, but I have a feeling Delta Force is still learning how to use Sephiroth, but Link especially has really, really good edge guarding tools, and finally has Syrup fumbling on the ledge so much where up tilt is actually going to be what does it, just on neutral get up.
Yeah, real clean way to start, but Syrup just running it back and saying, I'm going to take your stock now, and we're going to bring this back to even. And right now, maintaining center stage is Syrup. Beautiful double up tilt into a beautiful string to tag on 57%, and then some, showing no signs of stopping. Oh, and there it is. A bad situation for Delta Force, but beautiful usage of the SDI to escape that built-on pressure. Already 127, and the stock is taken. Syrup dominating that second stock.
Yeah, this is it's kind of a thing that I've seen with Syrup, especially in some of the sets I've gotten to see between last week and this week, where Syrup could be having a very even game with you, and then all of a sudden, Syrup is up by like an entire stock. And it happens within, within a minute, if not like way earlier. I look away and then suddenly, ooh, a little scary there. That could have actually been an opportunity for Syrup, but I understand the thought process from Delta Force. Gonna want to just try and get Syrup off stage one way or another. That's where he got the first stock. Nearly reading that landing, but not quite.
Yeah. Right now, Delta Force just really struggling to find this kill, just tagging on just a little bit of percent. But now off stage is Syrup in a bad position. Delta Force putting himself in out of harm's way just barely, but sitting at 85%. And now at the corner, playing really hard, is Syrup, just not allowing Delta Force to just get these setups, man. You're probably gonna see, yep.
There we go, yeah. Delta Force loves doing that, man. It's pretty dangerous sometimes, but I feel like was absolutely convinced he was gonna find Syrup sleeping, and he did. But
oh, he lived.
Oh my
okay, yeah, we're still living, and Link with Rage is not something you want to mess around with, because he can die practically at this percent if he finds the right hit. 53% is almost kill percent, and with almost built-in max rage, Link, this could be I could be smelling a pretty good comeback.
It's very possible. You're right. Link's very strong, but so is that back air, man. Yeah, that's what's gonna end the set. Really good, like, sort of resurgence coming out from Delta towards the end. Just not enough to do it, unfortunately for him. But that is gonna be Syrup moving on the winners final to take on Unknown. So that'll be a good one when it happens. But